someone's romantic meal for two. Antifa actually orders a board game version of that sort of activity.
Oh my gosh, this is such a great story. So a board game that encourages attacks on leftists' enemies, shelved by French retailers. So Antifa the game had been on sale at FNAC retail stores for the past month. An earlier version sold out online, and it encourages written on the front, it says, racism, sexism, nationalism. That's enough. I mean, you could mistakenly...
Ça suffit.
Yeah. Ça suffit.
Contre l'extrême droite, à vous de jouer.
Oh, yeah, he's just all done it in French for you there. Against the far right, it's your turn to play. So they say that it's a game to raise awareness about all dimensions of activism. You know, so technically there should be a bit where you throw soup at a painting, or you glue yourself to the floor.
Well, or you bang up to date.
Or you beat up Antifa.
Yeah.
How about you get to LARP as a fascist mob instead of a leftist mob?
Can't work out, are all the players Antifa, or are some of them... So there's none of them that are, like, Proud Boys. That would make a much more interesting game, wouldn't it?
You don't, pick a side. So the game itself is the right-wing game, and you are always the Antifa.
Trying
and
to disrupt the right wing.
Yeah.
Even Call of Duty lets you play as the other side.
Oh, here we go. Make a choice. Would you like to square one, block a university, 2, beat up a right-wing militant, 3,
Let's see them try.
Attack a national rally, 4, throw a petrol bomb at the police?
I mean, to be fair, this is French Antifa. They probably are a bit tougher than the Portland guys.
Yeah.
You know, because they're the Soissons-Wetards. They did actually smash the place out once upon a time.
But the thing with this is, fascist. I mean, there aren't really that many fascists anymore. And what we see is people with legitimate concerns.
Except
or
Ukraine.
Except, the Azov, and I'm a big supporter of the Azov battalion. Let's not pretend they don't have Nazi insignia all over them. But yeah, legitimate people, legitimate concerns over immigration or whatever it is, or the size of the state or whatever, are dismissed. Or the COVID lockdowns are dismissed as fascist or dismissed as far-right extremists. We've seen this over and over again. Sadiq Khan, his go-to thing to dismiss a political opponent is to say, I'm not talking to them, they're a far-right extremist. And it's an absolute nonsense. They're not a far-right extremist, not by, historical standards.
Well, that's exactly what they're hitting Musk with, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So it's a way to dehumanise people so to then legitimise attacks against them, which, ironically, is what a fascist would do.
And then entrench that in the form of a board game. It's an absolute straight out of the Monopoly playbook.